Morning, Dave. How are you today?
Very well. For the gram.
Yeah, there you go. See?
It's not for you.
Yeah, we're going big. We're going to try and get as many likes as we can today.
I'm putting on sun cream.
Oh, this is going to get a bit sexual, probably. So Dave is from near Tunbridge Wells, Crowborough, I think.
That's right.
How bizarre. There's another Kent boy. Good morning. Right now, this day 3, and I'm at Refuge Robert Blanc, which is quite possibly the most remote place I've ever stayed at in my life. So I'm going to spin the camera around. This is absolutely spectacular. So this is the entrance up, and it literally hangs off the cliff over all of this. Absolutely incredible. So today we are leaving. I'm going to be hiking with a few of the guys that I've met at the the refuge last night, sort of around the face of this. The sun's coming up, it's beautiful. So it looks like we're off.
Yeah.
Time for us to get out.
Get out of here, yeah.
This isn't a fancy refuge.
Good morning, America. Here we go.
Oh.
These folks are from Salt Lake City. Some more Salt Lake City.
Are you a newscaster in your real life?
So this morning's hike is very much downhill from Refuge Robert Le Blanc, and it's pretty scary. You cross all these like waterfalls. Got my feet a little bit wet, and then you get like cable to hold on to. I've had a couple of slips, so it's fairly dangerous. So I'm really glad I dried my shoes last night and socks, and already this morning haven't been even going an hour and everything's wet and crossing all of these waterfalls, but it's worth it. Steven Spielberg.
Luke Spielberg.
Exactly, yeah.
His lesser known cousin.
Valentine.
Yeah.
Oh. Boom.
He's been doing this all day. Luke, I've told you, slow down, mate.
Here we go. Terrain that's worth running on. Bit of grass, so much better. The legs are feeling good, not too much. But this morning, down from Robert Blanc, I probably mentioned in the last video that it was super technical. There were lots of cables and rope. Oh, that's 5k. Yeah, lots of cables and rope close to the rock face. It was kind of like a traverse across a lot of the waterfalls. So wet feet. I've cut my hands a couple of times. I've got grazes. I've slipped, I don't know, 3 times. So yeah, be prepared. Here's Phoebe taking in the moment. Look at that, that's spectacular. Wow.
Panorama.
That's what it's all about, right? So this side is France, this side is Italy. Here we are, on the border. So this is Refuge Elisabetta. It's the first refuge you come to when you come over the border from France to Italy. Beautiful platform, beautiful view, look at that. And yeah, a well needed rest after that run.
Relatively slow descent from Elisabetta, where we are now, down to Lac Combal. Quick dip, wind up time. Then climb.
So I'm fully recharged from Refuge Elisabetta, which was in a beautiful location, great views. So I decided to have a Coca-Cola, a double espresso and a beer. Buongiorno. And now there's a nice flat through the valley, which I'll turn the camera around, you can see. So I figured I would pick up a bit of pace, jog a little bit. The legs are feeling fine. So it's when you, what I found is when I rest for a coffee or a break, have a sit down, everything sort of seizes up. Once I get going again, it's okay. So the name of the game is to keep moving, and it's also a beautiful day, beautiful scenery, which is most of the motivation to keep going. So here we go. I'm off to Courmayeur in Italy. A few more hours to go. So I'm back on my own now for a bit. Today's been really nice, starting the day with a few other trekkers. So there was a couple from Switzerland, they were really sweet, and then Dave and Phoebe from, well, UK and America. And then there was another American couple, which I'm really bad with names, so I forget, I apologise. So yeah, we all pretty much set off and did that first technical part together, the traverse from Robert Blanc Refuge, and then we came out at the France-Italy border, and you could see Mont Blanc in the distance, which was pretty special. And then I decided to run down the mountain with Phoebe and Dave, and then at the bottom into the valley, and then just up on sort of a platform there was the Elizabeth Refuge. So that's where I stopped for a beer, a Coke, a double espresso and a cake, which has helped with some energy. And then the Brits left, well, the Brit and American, they left. They're super fit, like Iron Man level, and then left the other Americans. They were taking a bit of a slower pace, so I hiked a bit with the Swiss couple, and they've just stopped for lunch. And what I will say is the people make this trip for sure. It's the camaraderie, everyone mucks in, you know. I didn't have much lunch today, I didn't bring anything actually. I've got some nuts in my bag, but the Swiss couple, they, you know, given me some salami out of their own packed lunch, so everyone's super generous. And we all stick together, so that's good. What was also an advantage, sticking with those guys for a bit, is one was a nurse and one was a paramedic, so if I did run into trouble, I've got those guys to back me up, so that's good. Anyway, hiking up this part, and then got about 9 kilometres until Courmayeur. So a bit of a climb, but it's such a beautiful day. Yeah, it really is. It's so peaceful. And then this is kind of my view, so keeps you going. Grazie. Starting the descent down into Courmayeur now, and I cannot tell you how grateful I am every time I see one of them. So that's I guess that's the last refuge before the descent into the town of Courmayeur. So yeah, I'm going to grab myself a bit of food and drink in this place. So this is the final descent. I've got about 3 kilometers until I get into Courmayeur, which is down there. So yeah, wish me luck. Tip for today: take poles. You definitely need them, no matter how strong you think your legs are. According to the research, you can save about 20 to 30% of your output by using poles, and they save the energy in your legs without a doubt. This descent down into Courmayeur is absolutely brutal. It's a really hot day, the sun is beating down, there's glimpses of shade like where I am now, but and the ground here is very it's just like dry powdery mud, so you can slip as well. So yeah, for safety reasons, use poles. So I'm being a bit of a hypocrite now, so I better turn off and start using them. I've just arrived in Courmayeur and it's really pretty. Walking down these side streets, cobblestones, and yeah, I think my hotel is around here somewhere. So I've done 25 kilometers today, and the descent was punishing down into town, but yeah, good day, beautiful day.